Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Wizard101 Let's Play series. Now first off, I'd just like to say, I have spent the last 2 minutes talking to myself because I thought that I started recording, but I never actually started recording. So you may ask, what did I do in that time? Well, first off, I explained the fact that I used the Earn Crowns button to get the Heart Steal between episodes. So you can see, I have 35 crowns left over, but I just clicked this button and watched ads for approximately 10 minutes and got enough crowns to buy the Heart Steal because this will be useful up until like level 40, 45. So definitely recommend getting that if you haven't at some point in your life. I also went and got some Death Prism treasure cards because I'm going to need these, especially against Foul Gaze and Lord Nightshade. I'm going to need Death Prism, so I went to go get some. I could realistically just use the team up button, but didn't do that. And I also announced something which, or I'd like to say something. First off, thank you guys for all the support on the last episode or the first episode. It really means a lot to me that, you know, seeing all the people commenting and like being excited for the series. Realistically, do I think this series is going to get a bajillion views? No. But I'm doing this series more for me than I am for, like, you know, anyone else, realistically, because I want to find my love of this game again. So I mentioned that, and then also I'd just like to mention real fast, if you guys want to, you can become a channel member for $5 a month. I left this in the comments last time, but I plan on uploading these videos like kind of in advance, like maybe not weeks in advance, but again, the schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, so you could potentially get up to maybe 2 or 3 videos in advance if you become a channel member. There's a members only tab which will have all of the many videos maybe in advance for you there. So if that interests you, I would say go ahead and do that. But enough rambling and intro. I know I kind of didn't need to stop or not do anything in the meantime, but I guess I'm used to doing that.
That will certainly earn us some extra credits.
Ugh, shut up.
Trolls and I'll handle the Warhorns.
I hate Nolan Stormgate. I'm not gonna lie. His new voice, like before he was a douche, but he was a useful douche. Now he's just a douche. It's been an unfortunate turning point for Nolan Stormgate. So I'd like to say between episodes, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I did do that. Your sound effects are way too loud. Between episodes, I did do a few things besides Heartsteel. I also did a few side quests. I unlocked Pet Pavilion. Just did a few side quests to get some extra XP. I also I mentioned the whole Death Prism treasure card. Last episode, I kept mentioning that Death Prism was level 7. I was wrong. Death Prism is level 12, and Death Blade is level 7, which means that I kind of don't have a Death Prism yet, which is unfortunate because there are a few fights that definitely would be useful to have Death Prism, but again, I'll just use the treasure cards in the meantime. I might even use team up on Lord Nightshade just to see who's there. You know, maybe someone will be there. Now, let's see about what I want to talk about this episode. First off, I'd like to talk about the fact that I played some more Wiz yesterday. Beyond actually doing this playthrough, I went and hopped on my main, did some stuff, hopped on with my my friend, my IRL friend that I've played Wiz with since we were about 7 years old. And we played some Wiz. We played some new wizards, we tested some new things out. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this Let's Play series was the fact that very recently, they actually increased the XP that is given in Arc 1, and I really wanted to test that out and see what exactly, what extra XP it gives, and man, it gives some crazy extra XP. I didn't get that far, I just did some of the final quests in Marleybone and then some of the beginning quests in Mushu, but holy, some of the quests give XP now. Like, the quests in Marleybone give, like, 3,000 XP in some places, which is crazy, because before, that would be, like, quests at the end of Mushu, if into Dragonspire, would give that. So the whole kind of... what they did was they tried to make it so that you could become level 50 before finishing Dragonspire without doing any side quests. So that's kind of cool. I think that's cool. I think that it'll be interesting to see, and interesting to see how much more, like, how higher level I will be. Because normally, if you didn't know, you'll end up being, like, level 43 at the end of Dragonspire, if you don't do anything like that. Like, if you don't do any side quests or anything? Alright. I do fight good. You're so correct. Sorry, I paused the video to blow my nose and also drink some energy drink. If you don't know, I'm thoroughly addicted to energy drinks. I have been the entire time I've done YouTube. I've been addicted to energy drinks since I was probably 16. Shut up, Gamma. I don't care. Realistically, a lot of the dialogue I want to listen to and pay attention to is not in Wizard City, if I'm being completely honest with you. But, yeah, Ghost Energy is an energy drink I try a lot. I'm not sponsored, because obviously I'm not, but... very good energy drink, very good tasting energy drink. And, yeah, I tried the new raspberry cream flavor. It's freaking good. So, yeah, don't know what else to say other than that. Cyrus Drake.
Yes, yes, trouble on Cyclops lanes. Let me save you the trouble of breathlessly... And I need
Shush.
you, yes you, to
Me?
help me. He will give you an item of great importance. Bring it back to me.
Gotcha. You may notice, I don't have a mount. I will get a mount eventually. Whether that be from, doing some skeleton key bosses, I feel like that would be the best way to get one. Or, saving up gold until I have enough gold to get a mount for gold. I mean, if I go... Where's the brooms? Where are the brooms? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was very concerned for a second that KingsIsle had removed the broom mount that, like, you can buy for gold. So, I could potentially buy a mount for gold. We'll see. But until then, I'm walking around like this, or I'm using the free mounts, which, mine ran out of time. I was using it last video, ran out of time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very excited to, do this series. I just enjoy...
Welcome to Darkwood's Apparel Barrel. We're shopping for Professor...
Which one? What do you mean, which one? Malastare hasn't been a professor in, like, I don't know, probably a long while. Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, I'm not gonna lie, that Cyrus Drake is like, yo, I'm gonna go get this student expelled. Like, why'd he do that? I mean, I guess just because he's a dick is the answer, but... It's a little rude.
Well, that certainly took you long. Why do you continue raving? The trolls are revolting, you say? Yes, that is a problem, and it must be dealt with harshly. Take this note to Headmaster.
The trolls are revolting, you say? They are quite revolting. Now, I got a lot of comments on my last video, some talking about what I could talk about, some just, you know, commenting on my wait for the 100th time, which I do appreciate, by the way. I would like to say,
takes particular umbrage at the trolls are revolting joke, but this is simply too far. You mean to say the trolls he sent to Cyclops Lane are revolting in the... Don't worry, young wizard. Professor Drake may seem callous, but he is not his brother. Impress upon him the severity of the...
I've always liked Cyrus Drake as a character. Yeah, I do appreciate all the comments on my weight, but, I feel like every comment I've gotten in the last, like, year now has been on that, which isn't a bad thing. I do really appreciate it. I just think it's funny that, it's like a perpetual cycle of people rediscovering my channel and then being like, oh, wow, he lost a lot of weight, and then commenting on it, which is cool, but, yeah, I got some comments on, like, what to talk about, you know, and there are some things that I would find quite interesting.
Captured some students, you say? Although, thinking about it, Wizard City is old and it's not impossible such a spirit may have a way. What's that? Yes, Malastare would. All I can do... also...
If you marked your location, click the recall button to...
Sorry for that jarring cut. I had to sneeze. Very bad. It was a sudden and violent sneeze. So, I cut off the second half of Gamma, but that's okay.
Professor Drake said to tell me not to get eaten. So then, if the students were kidnapped by trolls, and the trolls work for the Cyclopsi, then a Cyclops should know where the students are. Therefore, my first order of business is to have you go fight Cyclops.
See, this guy's smart. He has more than one-dimensional thoughts. Yeah, so one comment that interested me that I figured I could talk about a little bit is someone said, what games do you play besides Wizard 101? Which I've answered before, but I figured, I could answer again at length in a medium that maybe more people would see than just a random live stream comment. And specifically, like, what games do I play, when I'm not playing Wiz? Because I played Wiz a lot, and especially back in the day, I'd play Wiz, and then I'd go play other games. So, let's get into it a little bit. First off, I play a lot of Valorant, which is really a problem, because the game sucks. It is a bad game, but I'm still thoroughly addicted to it, so, I don't think I needed that trap, but that's okay. I made sure that I'm killing him. Yeah, I play a lot of Valorant, which is an unfortunate happenstance. Realistically, not a good game. Don't recommend anyone playing it. It's frustrating, it'll make you angry, and the support isn't as good as you'd want it to be.
In the dark cave, we had the trolls deliver them, because there's nightmares in there. No sane Cyclops can endure.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate the fact that the Cyclops are just very obviously someone's voice pitched down significantly. But enough about Valorant, because that's a shit game. Let's talk about probably my favorite game of all time that I play very frequently, is Fallout New Vegas, and specifically any Fallout games. Fallout is probably one of my favorite...
Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel these bubbles. Get it from
Stop
them, please.
interrupting me. I was talking about Fallout. Fallout's one of my favorite game series of all time. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite, but I love Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 just as much. Just a good game series. Any Bethesda game is immediately going to be in my top list of games of all time. But I also play just a lot of like random single player games that I can go achievement hunting in. Like, Star Wars games, the Spider-Man games, stuff like that. So I figured could be worth talking about, or at least mentioning to anyone who's curious. Most of the time, if I'm not playing Wiz, I'm going to be playing a lot of Valorant until I get tired of it, and then I'm going to pivot into a single player game where my sanity will be significantly less challenged. I also play a lot of Pokemon games.
Take the talisman, free the miscreants, but you will all be chow for the Great One, whose gaze enthralls and whose teeth destroy.
That's rather intense. Oh, hey, look, it's Penny Dreadful, which I helped do her side quest for some reason. It only gave like 5 XP. I don't know why I did it.
Dude, you rock! Did you see all these gnarly ghosts? Oh, yeah. Well, Cyrus said they were sealed in this cave by his bro back in the day. Something with power over the dead broke him out, though. Oh, I bet it was Malorn. Dude's always been jealous of my raw cool. Oh, you think Malice there did it? Didn't he blow up with a death school or something? Yeah, whatever. Gonna have to get some rays.
I love that guy's voice. They decided to make that guy have the classic, "Oh, dude, bro. Bro, that was sick. He was just jealous of my raw cool." Love that voice. Love that they just gave that random NPC that voice, to be honest. One of my favorite aspects of this game is the characters, especially later on. Right now, these characters, don't care that much about them.
Let me guess, Nolan sent you to do his work for him? I'll get everyone
Kinda,
to
yeah.
safety. Find us back by Nolan and we can discuss next steps.
Gotcha. Specifically later on, characters like in Arc 3 especially. Arc 3 has some of the best characters in this game. Really excited to kind of, to play the game up until that point again. Like, especially like Mirage, I think has some of the best characters in this game. So excited for that.
Everyone safe? Good. Now we need to finish the job the trolls and Warhorn started. We need to defeat... I don't know what dark influence Achilles...
I feel like it matters a little bit. We'll never
No, we definitely won't. Our spell books are gone and they are not entry-level monsters. But our new friend here can do it.
Oh, that's an excellent idea I just had. Wizard.
Thanks.
Wow. Okay, so I know all of these people... Oh, that's 3 Warhorns. I was admittedly expecting to defeat slightly less Warhorns, but that's okay. All those people are gonna have side quests at some point, which I might do on or not on camera, off camera. That's kind of my plan. Is between episodes, I'll do some side quests, do some, you know, stuff like that. That will keep me maybe a little bit ahead of the curve in terms of level or something along those lines. But also just because I enjoy them. Like I was enjoying doing side quests, which I thought was funny. I've always enjoyed doing side quests, but like... Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I think one of my least favorite things about Wizard101 in the modern age is the fact that KingsIsle's servers seems to have just completely, not died recently, but like in the last year or two, like, you'll have obscenely long loading screens sometimes. Like, you'll walk through a door and a loading screen will just take straight up like 15 to 30 seconds. And then there's also, like, selecting the card and it doesn't register for, like, 2 seconds. Or just, like, minor input lag like that. That's just incredibly jarring. Because this game didn't used to have that. Like, when I was a kid, I distinctly don't remember anything like that. Do. Okay, so good news, I can one-shot them with Ghoul. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I have to blow my nose, but I figure if I pause the video, I might as well just pause through the next 2 Warhorn fights, so I'm gonna just do that. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. This should be the last Warhorn. And by should be, I mean it is. I don't know why I said should be. I made it out to be as if, like, it's a potential thing, but no, this is the last Warhorn. This quest used to be defeat and collect Warhorn's Pass, which I used to enjoy because, I'm not gonna lie, while it could be incredibly frustrating to not defeat and collect things, there was some kind of, like, not charm, but there's like a nostalgia to it, you know?
You won't get past Colonel Romulus anyway. He just wasted your time.
Am I wasting my time? That remains to be seen. So I should be level 9 by the end of this street, which means I should hit level 10 at the end of Triton Avenue. I am a little bit ahead of the curve, as I mentioned.
I saw you defeat the Warhorns. I hope so. He just hasn't been. Someone needs to save.
Just hasn't been the same, man.
From himself. Can you do it? Then go inside. And good luck.
Yeah, it'll be good to be level 10, because I can also get Banshee, which will make defeating...
One of you comes to face me at last. Know this. I see...
It was mine. No, yes, me.
You know what? No, I'm skipping your dialogue. I'm not giving you the respect of listening to your dialogue. I hate this NPC. I hate that they did this. Also, gotta say, I definitely dislike the change in the Cyclops' dialogue. Like the fact that they just kind of pitch down the voices, not the biggest fan of that. Because they didn't used to sound like that. I think before they used to have this kind of like dramatic, gruff sounding voice. Is a plus 35 enough to kill a Cyclops? I don't think it is. So I'm going to put a trap up. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The music is so nostalgic for this game. I want you guys to know the second I enter Crocotopia, we are going to be, like, pausing and listening to the music for a minute. It's quite funny, cause... Oh, that's unfortunate. A fizzle's a bit unfortunate. If I die to General Achilles, I will be slightly miffed. What was I gonna say? This is bad. That fizzle just cost me like 300 health. Oh yeah, Crocotopia music. Fun fact, and I've mentioned this before, Crocotopia used to be my favorite world in this game, just from sheer nostalgia. When I was a kid, I used to love Krakatopia. It was just my world. Like, I would go there, and I wouldn't even do the quest. I would just sit and listen to the music. Like, I would go to the top of the Chamber of Fire, like the dig site, where there's that, like, lift that goes up and down. I'd go all the way up to the top of there, and I would just sit there for hours doing nothing. Okay, so another Blade and Trap should do about 300. How much health does he have? 470? 470. Okay, so it'll do like 300. Add another ghoul on top of that that's not without a Blade and Trap. Man, they're just spamming attacks. Well, he's just spamming attacks. I should be fine. I hope. Let me add a will cast with my pet. Do a little bit extra chip damage. Well, that's unfortunate. That fizzle means that now my trap is going to... My blade and my trap are going to be used up. I can still win, but I want you guys to know I'm very mad about what just happened. That's just genuinely very annoying. Actually, I mean, to be fair, I might actually die now because of that. I mean, if he keeps spamming 1-pip spells, I'll be fine, but boy oh boy. That was an unfortunate way for that to go. I think if I fizzle, I might die. $218. Oh, that's just gonna kill me, isn't it? That's just gonna kill me. I have now died 4 times this series. I'd like to say that one's not my fault. That one's just bullcrap. Oh, hey, his minion didn't respawn. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I return with a ghoul that should kill General Achilles. I can't believe I have died 4 times now this series. That's just insane. Obviously, things will stop going as poorly for me later on, but we'll see. One thing I'd like to mention is between episodes, like between last episode and this episode, I did go and do Mount Olympus on another wizard. Gotta say, stop talking to me. Stop it. Stop it. I don't care about any of what you have to say. I went and did Mount Olympus on another wizard with my friend. Excuse me, sorry. And, gotta say, defeating Zeus 35 times to unlock the ability to craft the gear with the pity system is horrible.
Seem more docile now.
More like this wizard was successful, bro. Doesn't look like you moved an inch since you got us captured.
You're so right, Garrick.
Whatever you say, Nolan. Wizard, you should head back to Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town and tell him Cyclops Lane is under control.
Cyclops Lane is in fact under control. And I swear I didn't even die over the course of doing it.
General Achilles is backing down, though it may take a while with all the creatures roaming around there now.
Alright, level 9.
All the same, wizard.
So, I think... Okay, I finished Triton Avenue. And then... Maybe I wait until the episode after that to finish Wizard City. We'll see.
I'm lucky you came along. Something has broken the flow of storm magic through the street. Those towers should have arcs of lightning between them. My sister Susie and I came to see if we could help get things back up. Can you create a diversion so I can try to break through, attack the minions, and I'll meet you by the river?
Okay. I'll defeat the minions. Yeah, so I was doing Mount Olympus, and man, 35 times for the pity system to activate is absolutely ridiculous. In every metric of the word, that is ridiculous. I was able to get like 500 Olympian dust in the time it took me to do 10 fights. If I have to do 35, which I mean, I will if I want to get, you know, the drops on that wizard. By the time I have defeated 35 fights, I'm gonna have like 2,000 plus Olympian dust, which is enough to craft the gear on literally like 7 different wizards probably. So I guess the good thing about it is 35 Zeus fights is going to be enough where you're probably never going to have to fight Zeus again. So that's cool. Shame it's the fact that you know, I'm going to have to do it again on this wizard. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to be farming all of the Zeus gear. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do some live streams and then defeat him maybe enough times to get at least 1 or 2 pieces. Call it a day. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and maybe I'll just get the robe, like, first run, and then I just won't do it anymore. Because, realistically, you don't need Zeus gear, like, at all. Zeus gear is not important for the success of the game. It's useful to have, but it's not, like, needed. I've never actually, fun fact, I've never farmed a full set of Zeus gear on any wizard I've ever had. Just because it's really not important. Alright, thank you for making this one slightly faster. Random haunted minion. Scorpion. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is... I'll fizzle is what I will do. I will end this episode at the end of Triton Avenue. It'll probably be, what, 40 minutes long? And then next episode, I'll do the Foul Gaze, and then the new Haunted Cave section where you have to defeat, like, 3 field guards. And it'll probably end up being, like, another 30 minutes. We'll see. Alright, go talk to Arter Griffinbane. Should be Susie Griffinbane, but... whatever, I guess if they want to... There's a sigil there. Huh. I guess if they want to be weird, if they want to make it weird, fine.
Thanks for the help, wizard. I wouldn't have got... I'm worried something...
I could...
Really?
Duncan Grimwater, necromancer. I was drawn here
I don't
by a
care.
massive I wish Malistaire were here. He could... Malistaire is alive? Impossible.
Impossible.
The great...
Can we talk about this late?
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
Malistaire was a great man. We love revisionism. Alright. Electric eel and collect Susie's wand. Surely this won't be too hard. This music is so intense. It almost feels out of place. Like the new Unicorn Way and the new Triton Avenue music. Didn't used to be this intense. Bonk. So, I will say, I'm excited for Arc 1. I know I mentioned earlier I'm excited for Crocotopia, but I'm excited for all the Arc 1 worlds. I know this is a controversial opinion, but I like most of the Arc 1 worlds. A lot of people really hate Marleybone and really hate Mushu, but I like both of those worlds. Mushu is so nostalgic for me. I don't know what it is about Mushu, but like, it's up there.
Excellent. Susie is still alive. I can sense it from her wand. I know a ritual that could
Wow.
grant me a vision. The connection when I was... They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling with storm energy.
Storm
Bring me those
amulets. Alright.
And I can cast my spell.
Aye, Duncan. Is the Smith over here? I think he's over here. Yeah. Boom. Now I just have the Colossus Boulevard Smith, which Colossus Boulevard is going to be its own episode. I don't know if I'll do the Triton underwater section or not. It's good XP, but at the same time, do I really need to do it? I don't think so. If I do that and Colossus Boulevard, I'll end up being like level 15 before I enter Crocotopia. Which is, you know, not a bad thing to be very over-leveled, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all the side quests, and in fact, I was genuinely considering skipping Grizzleheim this series, because I do not enjoy doing Grizzleheim. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because it's just like, Grizzleheim I've done so many times, and it's such a long world. Like, if I do Grizzleheim, it's going to end up being God knows how many episodes, like 10 plus. And it's like, do I really want to do Grizzleheim? Not really. You know, I'm actually going to pause for these, because it's just going to be the same fight 3 times, so I'll be back. Alright, we've gotten all 3 of them. Yeah, I think defeat and collect quests are like one of those things I'll just skip, because like once I do the fight once.
Now, let's see what I can see.
Okay, calm down, Duncan.
I can use nothing. Whoever
they make
nothing. Bro, Duncan Grimwaters, he's such a tryhard. He's gotta calm down. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to do some quests between episodes. A lot of these early game side quests. Illumina Crystal, you're out of luck. I think it's just, it feels so weird. Like, as a kid, they had like the 3 Streets music, the original 3 Streets music, which, by the way, love that track. But, this new, like, there's like 4 separate musical pieces for Triton Avenue here, and honestly, I don't know if any of them fit the vibe of the game that much. I mean, it fits the vibe, but it feels like... It feels too tryhard. I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy, time to beat Scarlet Screamers. This street has had a lot of Defeat 3. Which is not the funnest thing to have, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can beat without a trap, which is annoying, because it'll mean this goes even longer. I wish that I could have the, what's that called? The bolt blade or something? There's a wand in the crown shop that gives you an extra pip. I think it's at level 10 even. But I think it's like 2,000 crowns. And I may be willing to earn crowns to get the 260 crown heartsteel. Not willing to earn 2,000 crowns. That would take like 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, well I got 1. You guys aren't going to watch that fight another 2 times. I'll be back. Alright, this is the last Scarlet Screamer, unless I don't collect, but I do think that this has a 100% collect rate. From what I've experienced, it's a 100% collect rate.
Be bother this soggy place, and be bother you. If this coil's so precious to you, take it.
Be bother this soggy place. It's just a little dramatic, don't you think? Yeah, so unfortunately, I do think I'm not going to be able to get that far into the game with the crafting benefit that is currently going on. Okay, do you guys see what I mean by that this music is very tryhard?
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get the old wheel turning. I'll fix the lightning rod. All right, we're ready. Here, just pull this lever.
Brock,
and we'll
hit the lever.
Well done, wizard. Thanks to you, I'm back in. Here you are. One brand new charged Lumina crystal. She's a beauty. I hope she serves you well.
She is a beauty.
A Lumina Crystal! This should be just what we need.
Hmm.
The Lumina Crystal will boost the power of... It's working!
Susie, I can see her.
That's the Harvest Lord. We studied him in class. He's a...
It looked like she...
Well, apparently this guy harvests the souls of the innocent, so we gotta go put a stop to that. Because let's be real, we can't let him do that. So now I'm going to lightly jog in the direction of the Harvest Lord. Look at that. It's a beautiful looking image. Boom. Alright. Get ready to die, Harvest Lord. This music is so intense, man. It's just so intense.
Another soul to harvest. Wait, my Dark Master warned me about you.
Help!
Gotcha, Susie. Alright. So... I should be good if I don't fizzle like 6 times like I did with General Achilles. Dude. Okay, they don't have any death shields, which is good for me. I should be able to take out the rotted fodder next round, which is good. Yeah, there's a few things. I'll definitely try. I would like to do as many things as possible on this wizard. I don't think I'll do them all on screen, but like certain things like, you know, monstrology or fishing, I would like to do off screen. Just to explore them a little bit. Because, when's the last time anyone's really explored monstrology? Okay. This actually should have worked out extremely well. Because this should kill, and then a bladed ghoul should kill the Harvest Lord next round. And look at that, I barely even lost health. See, this is what happens when you don't fizzle and things start going slightly more right for you. Okay. I think a bladed ghoul does at least 219. I haven't been paying attention that much. But hopefully it does. Alright. Yeah, so if you made it this far, do let me know in the comments. I mentioned it earlier, but do you want to see Grizzleheim? Because realistically, I would be completely fine skipping it. Like, doing Wintertusk, like, I'm sure I'll do it at some point, but do I need to do it? No.
I am beaten, but my master's grand desire.
I know what he's talking about. Meet me outside, wizard. I need your help.
She needs our help. There is, I do think that they turned Triton Avenue into a nuclear bomb, if I remember correctly.
I overheard the Harvest Lord, the Tempest Nexus, but after he finished the amulets, he used the teleporter by the mill to reach the Tempest Nexus.
See, that ain't cool. To the high ledge.
It's worse than I thought. The Nexus could explode at any moment. Professor Bellstrom.
You can get to Ravenwood and back quickly by pressing. Use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons, and then head to Ravenwood.
See, I'm gonna do a step further, and I'm gonna go back to my dorm room and then walk out, which is like a 10-second time save. I know more than you do, Gamma.
Hello, wizard. What? Here, take this. If you marked your location,
what?
Click the recall button to return your
God, my voice, it's too early for me to do the Tim Allen noise.
You did it, wizard. Triton Avenue is saved.
Hell yeah.
He didn't happen. He's all right. Thank goodness. Take me
me to him. It'll be good to see him again.
Aye, aye, Susie. Alright, I'm level 10, which means between episodes, I don't think I have enough gold to buy level 10 gear, because I am poor, but I do have enough gold to, no, don't know where I was going with that. I have enough gold to get Banshee, which doesn't cost gold. Yeah, it doesn't appear that I have any level 10 gear, which is fine.
You rescued Susie.
That I did.
All's well. The Harvest Lord has been driven back into the shadows, and the storm energy is flowing again.
There's still a lot of undead roaming around.
I'll help. So, the Harvest Lord said he had a Dark Master.
Maybe you should leave that for later. For now, tell Sergeant Muldoon that things are calming down.
Alright. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do those side quests in between episodes that you saw there. Because I think I'll have fun doing them. And then, I'll probably record episode 3 after that, which will be me finishing up the rest of Wizard City. But I'm already level 10, which is pretty cool, because that means I can use Banshee on Falgaze and Lord Nightshade, which should do significantly more damage. Like, I think Banshee does, like, 230 to 330, or, like, 260 to 330, if I remember correctly.
Upgrade to your spellbook, wizard. You can
Shut up.
Triton Avenue's not going to explode. Good job on cleaning up those. For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control.
Alright, we did the 3 streets, we got them all figured out and all saved, and that's going to be it for this video. So, thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the channel member if you want to see some of these episodes early. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a fantastic day.